Hello, people. I hope everybody's having a good day. I just kind of want to get on here and just kind of talk about what I saw in the hospital or smelled in the hospital yesterday. So, I'm an esthetician, and this week was Nurses Appreciation Week. Oops, sorry about that. And so went to St. Thomas Hospital. I'm located in Tennessee, and I went with one of my esthetician friends, and we were just offering mini facials just to show appreciation for nurses. It's Nurses Week, come and take care of yourself, take some time for yourself. And yeah, so we went in there. The hospital is huge. Everybody's stressed out all the time. I personally have been in a healthcare setting before and worked around sick people. Like during COVID, I was on COVID units taking care of people with COVID. Like there were people that were dying on my units. Anyways, so I know what the environment can be like. It can be quite stressful, and just taking that time for yourself after like 4 or 5 days of working a 12-hour shift, or sometimes even more days in a row, you need something to look forward to. So we just went in there and we were like, here, we're offering little consultations and mini facials for you guys. And some of the workers, the nurses, were like they were so appreciative, and I just was like, aw, that's so sweet, because it's just so sweet. They need stuff like that. Anyways, but one thing me and my girlfriend noticed when we were going in there was that the whole place smelled like pizza. Maybe not the whole place, but the 3 floors that we went on is just pizza. I smelled pizza, and I'm thinking, oh my god, this is a hospital. And then we went up on the 2nd floor, I think it was, and of course the whole cafeteria just has chips, cookies, and all of this food that is just not healthy. Like there are little next to none, no healthy options basically. And me and my girlfriend are just looking at each other, and we're like, this type of stuff that they're offering as nutrition is what is putting these people here in the hospital in the first place. And like it wasn't a realization necessarily. It was just like, I guess it was a realization. Like I already knew this, being somebody that has been in the healthcare setting, that they feed the patients crap, basically. Like they're feeding these people stuff that is literally making it harder for them to recover. And that just blows my mind, because it's like, what are we doing here? Like really, what are we doing here? It would almost be better for these people not to eat anything than to be eating what the hospitals and the nursing home facilities and the rehab facilities are providing for these people. It'd almost be better for them not to eat anything. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Like, it's not helping. It's not doing you any favors. And it's so funny, like, we've created this whole drug, ozempic, like in the last, it's been something that's recently been on the market over the last, I think, 3 years. And we actually met one of the representatives for that product, tirzepatide and Ozempic. Anyways, there's 2 of them, and she was explaining to us how they're both basically like the same thing. And it's just so interesting that, like, we've got both something to prevent you from eating this stuff, like Ozempic, running around, like floating around the hospitals, and then we've also got the stuff that is it's like they're not working together. Like Ozempic works against what's in the cafeteria and what's going on these patients' trays. And it's such a funny concept. Yeah, I just kind of thought that was funny. Companies like Wegovy, and companies that produce Wegovy and Ozempic, those types of companies are going to actually help with this problem in a way, because we're using these products to actually change hormonal levels in our body. So anytime you consume stuff, you are affecting your hormones. And that's why Ozempic and Wegovy work, is because they're directly affecting your hormones that we naturally produce in our own bodies, and they're just making them last longer. Do we know the full effects of that? No, we don't necessarily know that yet, but I can tell you one thing: it's probably better than all the ice cream that you're eating. It's probably better than all the pizza that is available to you. But when you take these types of things, you don't want that stuff anymore. You don't want it anymore. Your body's like, ugh. And so that just results in you losing a bunch of weight. And like I said, we don't know what the side effects or the long-term effects of this drug is, but it's got to be better than what's going on now. It's got to be. I'm sure that you will start to see less people in the hospital, and I'm sure that we'll probably start to see even a bigger shift in food that's on the market, like healthier food. Maybe even prices will go down just so people will buy more of it. That's a good thought, because like the health foods are so expensive. Maybe, you know, if we start focusing more on producing foods that are actually good for us, then the food companies will have no choice. I kind of just wanted to make this video just to like make people kind of like think, like get the wheels turning in their heads, like this isn't right. Like when you go into a hospital, you shouldn't smell pizza. Like there should be greens, like dark leafy greens around every corner that you can eat. Like, but instead we've got these ultra processed foods that come in boxes and that are delivered to the hospitals, and it's just gross. And it's like, we don't know any better. It's the society, it's the whole culture needs to change, and it's gonna take everybody. But I do think that, like, interestingly enough, like the pharmaceutical company, what is it called? And I just wanted to like, you know, I wanted to know if anybody else thinks along these lines, and I think like the more people that do think along these lines, the faster we can like start seeing a change. Like the more people that are like talking about this, you know, I feel like the faster we can actually change it. I just wonder when that shift is going to happen, because it's been like this for so long. I mean, they serve ice cream to dying residents. Like personally, like when I worked in a nursing home facility and hospitals that were taking care of people that were at the end of their lives, the crap that they would feed them, like all the refined sugars, like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with loads of sugar, like breakfast probably had like 30-40 grams of sugar, and I think the average adult is only supposed to have like 15, and they're doing like 40, and that's just breakfast. And it's like, what is going on here? And then there's the other side of it where like people, people are addicted to food and they can't resist eating this stuff. And I think that's where Ozempic comes in, and it has a place to, maybe it might be able to save America almost. Sorry, I live like right next to Nashville Airport, so there's always, not right next, I live really close to it, but there's always planes going by. Anyways, the food industries, they're gonna have to switch it up, because eventually Ozempic and Wegovy are gonna be distributed everywhere, and then like the hospitals will have no choice but to just like purchase better foods, or else no one's gonna want that, because people want to be healthy. It's just like, it's just unfair. The food industries are literally designing food that we are addicted to and that make us crave them. They're doing it, and they don't care that it's putting you in the hospital. They don't care that it's making you depressed. They don't care that it's making you have a shorter lifespan. Like, it's literally killing us. Are we literally not going to do anything about it? Like, when we can? Like, I'm literally telling you, like, this is the issue. This is a big issue that we have. And we're just so blinded by it because a lot of people are just addicted. And, you know, it seems like it's far-fetched, but it's the truth. And, you know, I don't really care what anybody thinks about it because I know that it's the truth. And in 10 years, everybody be like, oh. But let's try to speed that up because it doesn't have to take 10 years. But yeah, so I just want to get on here and rant a little bit because, you know, this stuff just needs to be talked about. And it just needs to be talked about more. Like, it could be better. Things could be better. There could be less illness. There could be less disease, especially with the day and age that we're in now. So I hope that everybody hears this message and they see where I'm coming from. And I just hope people get it. That's all.